Hey, if you enjoy what I do, please drop a like on the video, click the bell if you want to, not necessary, and drop a comment. Want to give me feedback. I'm doing it like this because I'm pretty bad at selling out when I'm recording videos. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I will see you there. Okay, weird way to start off the video, but as you can see, I had a Musashi video already planned a couple years ago. But in the tweet, I said, I swear to all that is good in the world, if they actually decide to buff more than two of these units. Like, it was a complaint post about, like, I was, like, hesitant to actually do these many videos, because any kind of buffs added would have had me re-recording. The one servant I was like, you know what, I really needed to get buffed was Musashi. In the original video, I was talking about how they could buff her and what the obvious one was going to be, and they actually did it. So let's talk about it. And it completely changes her role as a servant. Like, this buff might seem like very little, but it with Vitch, oh my god, the potential for this skill I actually need. Like, I'm actually upset I do not have this servant on my account, because I'm not able to actually test whether you can double stack your skill now. So let's get started. And I'm in a much better mood than the original recording too. This just made my day. Right. Musashi Miyamoto. I miss her so much. She was awesome in Olympus. Shimousa was what really got me interested in FGO. Shimousa and Shinjuku. After the boringness that was part one, like the mess that it was until like the last couple singularities. Was Shimousa strong. I remember reading it out in the summer last year. Not like in 2021 when I just started playing. I remember just sitting out on my porch reading it and like, oh my god, this is awesome. Base attack high, well above average by like 500, 12k HP. This is about average for 5 stars. You see it pretty common. 4 stars when you like start grailing. Actually get to like around this HP as well. Star weight, star generous saber numbers, MP charge 0.87. I am so happy that her Kane is this high naturally, because it makes her buff so much better. 3 hits on quick, 3 on arts, 2 on buster, 4 hit extra. Under normal if you don't know Musashi, under normal circumstances, this hit count would be good, but not great. Hit count is the key word there. So, this was her first skill originally. Doubles the hit counts when normal attacking for 1 turn, and then increases the damage when normal attacking by 30%. So this meant, like, if you were going for full crit turns with Musashi, not only would your damage be better because of this, but because you doubled the hits, your star gen and your MP gain are much, much better. Meaning now, if you pull off a QAB, you're genning so many stars, your extra attack is 8 hits, and it's also getting this buff. Arts card is very, very close to Ereshkigal's arts card, which is known to refund like a lot of MP, especially because of her third skill, which gives her an MP gain buff. But this is only for 1 turn before. In my original video, this is the buff I actually was hoping she'd get. They made it 3 turns for both the effects, and they gave her some damage cut to make her a little tankier. So, I really, really want to know if you can double stack this effect with Koyanskaya Dark. If so, I'm gonna put it at the end of this review to do like a node of that actually happening. It's not gonna be pretty, but I'm gonna like try to show it at the end. But yeah, so this means you do not have to wait for the perfect moment to pop this skill. You can pop it whenever you goddamn feel like. Like, optimally, you're gonna have a Brave Chain in like turn 3, and then the next turn you have another Brave Chain. Like, that's if you want the absolute most games. But now, before it was like you would pop this skill on turns you didn't have your MP to hopefully get it back, or if like you'd pop it with the MP just to like get the most damage out of a Buster Brave Chain. This doesn't affect her like crit potential, but it does greatly affect her MP gen. Because like I said, it turns the Arts card into a 6-hit Arts card. And if you crit on it, which should be a problem, her star gen should also not be a problem. Moving on. Second skill, ignore invincibility 1 turn, Buster Performance 1 turn. Just a mana burst with Invul Pierce. Good. They could have put an Invul on here like Raikou or a dodge and made it worse. It would have made it like Jack and would have like been a more awkward skill to use than this one. 5 turn cooldown. Alright. Third skill. Invul for self. Ha. Star Gen 30% for 3 turns and a debuff cleanse. This part was like, okay, she was always supposed to have, her first skill was probably always supposed to be 3 turns, but they thought it would have been too strong, so they made it 1 turn. Because why would everything else in her kit be 1 turn if she had a 3-turn buff? Because like, I say that, but Shisho had the same problem, but hers was more RNG, so like I was like, it was probably just something they gave her just to make her a little more consistent. And plus it was crit, it was star weight and crit damage, which like that was just something. Like, this is star gen when she has a 6-hit quick card and an 8-hit extra attack. Like, QABs have to be disgusting with her now. Because, by the way, it says normal attack. The extra card is a normal card. By, like, normal attacking, they mean do not MP. The only passive is magic resist 20%. This buff makes her extra attack buff on this even better. This is the append skill you need to level. Ignore mana loading. I know, like, it is the safest option, and it's not bad on her. But this is like, this will buff her damage so much, her star gen so much, her MB gain so much, that you're gonna be eating pretty. You're gonna be eating so pretty. Okay. And the buff to her MP that came this year on NA. Removes their buffs after damage, unfortunate. 30% MP damage before you MP. 150% extra damage to alter egos or moon cancer enemies. I was originally going to bring Musashi to fight Domin on NA, but I ran into a problem. Her normal attacks, the normal hits on her cards, only 1 turn. Her damage was explosive, only for 1 turn, and then she fell off dramatically. If you know Domin in that fight, you know he has so much damage cut in the first turn that you literally have to burn everything to kill him. I was trying to do a 3-turn. It just wasn't possible with my MP1 Musashi. Just was not possible. Not without Vitch or Oberon, but you wouldn't be using Oberon in that fight. You definitely should not be using Oberon in that fight. Yeah, like, even if you can't do damage, removes their buffs is a great effect on MP. Even if you are not fighting a Moon Cancer, she is still the hardest hitting single target saber in the game without any damage mods. With damage mods, obviously, like Sigurd, but against Dragon, but you can force the Dragon trait on people. Not a lot of people talk about doing it, but St. George, he's not just for esports. He can force the Dragon trait on people. It's not great, but like if you're looking for like really high burst, you can enable it yourself. Benny Emma, when she has both chaotic evil, but only just barely. But Benny Emma also would scale well with like all the arts buffs. And then there's Watanabe no Suma when it's Demonic Inomi. But those are very specific cases. Like, and out of all of them, like, it's probably Sigurd that's more consistent. But unlike Sigurd, Musashi actually has good uptime now on her damage. Like, maybe not the Buster buff on her MP, but literally everything else in her kit is now much better than Sigurd. She doesn't have to worry about carrying like hits on her cards for other turns like he does, or his crit damage. She just has flat 3-turn buffs. I am so happy for this buff. You guys do not understand. Musashi is literally my second favorite Saber character, strictly for her personality. And I miss the fact that she's not in this movie. I normally don't read JP stuff. Like, I love Avalon. I didn't read anything about the Morgan that just happened. Musashi is like literally the one servant. I will see you guys in the next one.